Hello everybody, and we're back. We're gonna keep plugging away on this. I keep forgetting to introduce myself on this thing. My name is Rick, and I'm gonna program some more Wordle for the CLI. Just by way of demonstration, I swift run this thing. It's asking me, well, you could see it's a little raw, and I'll move it up a bit, but it's asking for a word. I'm going to put in hello, and it's drawing in ASCII a representation of that word with with whether or not the letter is in the right place or whether the letter is even in the word. So with the word hello, we know that the letter O is somewhere in the word. It's not in the correct spot. Now, I remember what the word is. It's hard-coded in the current version, and I'm going to try tramp. Okay, I know that R and M are in the right place, but A isn't, and I forgot the O. So I'm going to put in, I'm going to guess it's this. So that's Wordle. On the command line, it's a little jumbled from the UI, but this was to some extent the goal. And there are a couple of things that I'm going to call to your attention. If I enter in a letter if I enter in a word that is not 5 characters, it will say you need a 5-letter word, and I think I'll update that to say you need a 5-letter word. So go in here and say I won't need this. Yeah, did I have that? So if I put in hello, wow, see, it repeats what I entered. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go and we'll get rid of this. And then the prompt will display it, and oh, that's a bad comment. We didn't need that, but let's do swift run again. And we'll do the test. Hello. If I do hi, it says you need a 5-letter word, and I'm going to put in, is that 5 letters? No. How about 5-er? So there we have 5-er, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a guess number here, so we know. We're going to say print guess counter 6. I don't know, hopefully it'll go. Hopefully it'll know what. Nope. Yeah. And then you need a 5-letter word, and then here I'm doing that thing with the uppercase business. So let's see what that looks like when we run it. And I'm doing runs and not tests because we're not really testing the actual application in the XCTest suite. it's an interactive application, so to some extent the only parts we can test are the components that we made, which were the letter and the guess row, and the game loop itself. We should probably break it down a little bit more so that we can make it testable. But let's take a look at this test right here, or this run right here. Guess 1 out of 6. I'm going to say, oh boy, wrong here. And what I want now is every time I make a guess, hello, I want it to print the guess. I want to print it. I want to print the rows, something like this. I'll just grab this output and put it into another window here, and I want it to look like prototype. No, that's one word. That's a real word. That's not it. I want it to look like, have that, maybe even this, something like that. And yeah, so in order to do that, we need an array of guess rows to store the previous guesses. And of course we need this loop thing here. So we could do the easy thing first. We could say print the guess row, and here we can do that thing we do up here with the prompt. I think, if I remember right, I can say print to note string. No, I thought there was something here where I can print, and yeah, the terminator. I can remove the terminator, so I can do something like this. Maybe even put the, no, I don't know if I want the guess there, but where's the printing of the row? So we can do print guess row. We're going to print the guess counter with a space and make the terminator here. And when I run this, it's going to look a little, I don't know, well, let's see what it looks like. 1 out of 6. I'm going to say, yeah, it's okay. That 1 being there, but candy. And then here it would repeat 1, and the goal being that the user would see the different choices that they've made in the past and make it better. It makes it kind of evokes the feel of the original game. Let's see, what's another 5-letter word? Quiet. And you know, if I put in high, fly, weather, but if I put in naked, and then if I put in blast, and what if I put in a word earth? See, it should print something at the end. We want it to print something at the end. So I'm going to try to code that thing with the row. After it updates the row, it prints it. But what it can do is store the previous row right here. So I'm going to do a array var prev guess rows, and that's an the syntax for an array. Let me just get that. I just don't have this memorized. I want to get used to looking these things up. Collections. Array. Okay. Now I wonder if I could specify how many. Default value, like the size of an array. Accessing, creating array, adding 2 elements. It seems odd that I can't specify the count, the size of the array. We kind of limit it, but yeah, that seems interesting to me. Swift. Year Swift. Overview. Learn. Go to array. I'm just curious if there's a syntax to express a count, an initial count, when you're declaring it, but I guess not. If you know approximately how many elements you will need to store, use the reserveCapacity method before appending to the array to avoid intermediate reallocations. Use capacity and count to determine how many more elements the array can store. reserveCapacity. Preserving an array's geometric growth strategy. This is all kind of interesting that Swift has these, and it seems as if it's got the ability to preserve numbers, like values, reserve, but you don't seem to need to declare it ahead of time, but that's fine. I know that the array I'm trying to make here is going to be at most 6 elements. But I don't need to apparently I don't need to declare that count anywhere. So the prep guess rows is here, and I'm going to do store previous guess row print and terminator, and I'm going to say we just do it right here. So when in this print will be done right in the guess. So I mean, what I mean by that is I'm going to say prev guess rows append row. It's going to be in there, and I'm going to then say a loop. GuessRow, and then the loop is going to be we're going to do this thing. Get rid of this comment. We're already doing it, and we're going to put this here, and I'm going to take these and let's see what this looks like. R was never used. Oops. We got to print this because I'm using a different variable. I'm not printing the row that I created here. I'm printing the guesses. So let's run this again with this change. And the word we know is aroma, so I'm going to say yours, and you can see it prints it out. But then if I say there, I misspelled there. The dictionary will catch that. But look, the count is not right. Chart, yeah. So that's a bug, and we can fix that by doing an iterator, enumerated, counter. Value int has no member row. Oh, so the enumerator is on this. The enumerator, look at that. The enumerator is on the other side. So we'll run that again. Heart. Oh, brother. 0. Computers, so funny. So funny. Let's look at enumerated. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Enumerated sequence of pairs. I thought maybe it would give me some options to print. Regarding the number, but I'm just going to have to fix it with math. The expression here with the backslash paren allows any expression to be inside of it. So we'll print this. So we got something good here, and I'm gonna go and put this into the yeah, that's the prototype. We're gonna put this into GitHub. did a bunch of changes already, so I got to try to remember what it is that I did. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna, even though I know that this doesn't seem to do it, this way it kind of, in case it does it, I don't know. So we're, I mean, to me, this game looks kind of okay. It looks kind of okay, and I'm comfortable with it. And obviously the thing we have to do next is the dictionary, and let's first, let's tackle some other things like this to do for the function. Yeah. So if guess count, okay. Okay. What we want to do in guess counter, well, one at a time. We also did this. I'm gonna say consider. And I'll put in a few others. This is, yeah, so guess row, I guess technically doesn't have to be on here. I think it could be here. I think we could even do this. Let's see if that works. I don't like that warning because I am mutating it when I do the update row. I'm gonna give it let, but let's see if it does the right thing. I made this commit. If I go and do the game again, let's see if I broke anything with that last change. And yeah. Faith. Great. Words. Oh. What we need to do is we need to determine that you didn't get it. And that's something that we saw when we did this. If I just do 5, just capture this. And just repeat this over and over again. It doesn't say that you got it, and it doesn't say the correct word. That's it. It doesn't say the correct word. So I'm going to first capture this last change that we did, which is just small updates. Actually, I'll do this. I don't know if I like this word. I don't know if I like this word, this variable, but previous guesses. Then I'll do this. See, the thing is, if you get to 6 here and you didn't exit because you got the correct word, then you know at this point, at this loop, that this isn't correct. Then you can say something like, what do you say? It says, so let's actually add that in before we do the commit. In fact, I'm going to make the I'm going to say uppercased. This feels, again, I was never happy with this because look at, I have the word uppercased. Uppercase, I have it here 3 times in our code, and I don't know why it strikes me as like I'm not doing something right. Like, I think the guess row, guess, when it gets stored, it should uppercase the guess. It doesn't have to rely on that. And the correct word should also be uppercased. And then finally, the guess itself that is passed in to the guess row should be uppercase. So, but then at some point, if these functions are doing it, then down here, when there's no function operating on it, then I do have to call uppercased. But then I could also make the correct word be up here in this function, uppercased. Hopefully you see what I'm kind of concerned about, but again, it's a minor concern. Let's keep going with the way things are, but it is something that I'm keeping an eye on. Okay, so we made a good amount of changes. I'm okay with this being in a I'm okay with this being here. It's probably could go up here, but oh yeah, get the correct word. Yeah. So I'm going to change this to be interact with the dictionary. All right, so half an hour has gone by, and I think we made the game look really good, and let's make it play a couple of other variations. Namely these. Grail. And this one took 6 chances. So, oh, I gotta put in the right word. All right, bummer. Craze. Okay, is it Grail? That looks right. Track? Yep. Cramp. That's not the right word. Crabs. That's not the right word. Crazy. I'm going crazy. Oh wow. I got the Z. It's gotta be crazed. You got it in 6 guesses. So you see that play. It's not bad. It's not bad. And the algorithm is holding up, and the shape of the loop, really what we're doing at this point is polishing it up. We're going to polish it up a little bit, and that includes the adding the niceties of the message. If you get this in a small number of, if you get this in 1 guess, you say hooray. If you get this in 2, it says awesome. 3, splendid. 4, great, or something like that. Something pithy, and we can look up what that is or make up our own, and that could be a separate function. And of course the other thing to work on is the dictionary, which is of course a big piece of the functionality. But this looks good to me, and this is probably as good a stopping point as any. I won't be streaming tomorrow, which is a Sunday, but be back on Monday looking at this code again. And I think on Monday I'll have more to say about how we might proceed after Wordle, namely working with Wordle in a UI of some sort, something fancier than what we have now. But let me go first. Update this code. No, this is okay. Yeah. We won't add this update. I have here get restore. We'll leave it as what it was before, and we'll come back to that optimization and dictionary stuff on Monday, as well as some other things that I think will be helpful for us as programmers of this game for testing purposes and such. We'll catch everybody next time.